stream our War Games world, and we're also going to check out the actual good water world. There's a really, really good water world that I've got that I'd like you guys to see. So we'll go and do that now. So we'll well, not the water world yet. We'll go and see War Games first. 'Cause I don't really remember it too well, but we'll have a wee look. Because I think it's modded. I might be wrong. Um, we'll have a wee look. And I thought I spawned inside of a tree there. Is this just a normal? This can't be just a normal map. I'm going to need to see this because this is a bit odd. Yo, I didn't get to hear the comment. What? One sec.
Man, you're still alive.
Yeah, man, I'm still alive. What's up? One second while I just post on the Discord that we're live.
NM, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Who's this? 'Cause I can't see the name or anything like that. One second. Right, so yeah, I think this is genuinely just like a normal survival world, which kinda sucks. Not gonna lie, kinda does. Right, let's leave this out then.
It's Ob.
Oh, yo, what's up? It's been a while and a half, man. Ugh. Right, so what we'll do is we'll explore the water world. Can we play on servers yet? No, we cannot.
OBLOL.
Yeah, I know. One second. This is the one. 3.0. Right, we'll let this load up and then we will...
I'm good, just chilling before working on some content.
Oh, good man, what are you working on? I know there's a bit of a delay actually. Right, so we'll get away from here and we will show you the trader base. So this is much more intricate and much more
Working on a video
detailed.
for the Stardew Valley 1.4 update.
Oh, no what? I've never actually played Stardew Valley, but I hear it's good and I've seen a few videos on it. It's either a game that I'd never touch, like once I bought it, like I'd touch it for like an hour, or I'd never put it down. The same thing happened with me with Fallout 4. I played it for a bit, didn't touch it, and then played it again, and then just never put it down. But then when I tried to play New Vegas, touched it for a bit, played it a little, and I was like, nah, I'm quite funny with my games. That's why I kind of stick with Minecraft. Anyway, so here's the center trading part. Oh, by the way, Obi, send me, no, I can just go to your channel afterwards, because I'm subscribed to you, I think. And I want to see, I'll need to watch your playthrough.
It's amazing, you probably would never put it down.
Yeah, see, people say that about a lot of games, but I mean, Pokemon, for example. Can't stand the Pokemon games. So anyway, trading area. I do want to give it a go. Like if it ever went on Games Pass or that, I'd definitely give it a go. But like coughing up cash for it, that would be hard for me. So we have the trading area, and the way this is actually designed is, well, you come in center place. You're gonna go to the center place. Believe you can access the top building from up here. Yes, you can. So this is just I can't remember what we turned this into. I think it was just like another cookhouse. I love the way I did this. You can tell this was around the time I started watching Green, because you can see Never Really Square had all these sort of like different levels and stuff like that. I was very happy with this. Now you'll be wondering, what's this? They're escape pods. So there we go, and then you'll be off. Now, why do we need escape pods? That's the real question. Well, I'll show you. This is exactly why we need escape pods, and I'll just come to it in a second. It's fairly far away. Not too far, but fairly far away. This is why we need escape pods. This is the smoker's base. This is basically the villains, the raiders, their base. Now, if you look around the side, this is supposed to be like crustaceans and dead coral and stuff like that. This is before we actually had dead coral. More than likely would have used that instead of this. Probably would have used some of this stuff, but not to the excess that I used it here. So we have the top bit that was never really finished, to be honest. Might be a shout to do that on stream one day. Down bottom we
The
have
Smokers as in Waterworld, like
Yeah.
the movie.
yeah. It's based on the movie. It's one of my favorite movies. It's crazy. Like, you know how they live on the tanker? That's what we have here. They also mention slavers and stuff like that. So there's some creative liberties, don't get me wrong, but it is based on that. We're going to actually remove these and then put
Oh
lanterns.
nice, it's an amazing movie.
Yeah, no, it's one of my favorites. Supposedly it was like a box office failure when it first came out, but it made its money back on DVD sales actually. So it was actually, well, I say DVD, it would have been videotape sales. So it made money after the fact, but not when it first came out. Same with Treasure Planet. Most people haven't heard of that. Big box office failure, but made loads of money after the fact. So anyway, so this was kind of like the entrance, pretty blown up. This place is supposed to be wrecked. I'll show you the
It's kind of a
kits.
cult classic.
Yeah, exactly, man. And you can see why it's such a great movie. So that is the smoker's base, the trader's base. If you think traders, think like the actual village that the guy goes to in the movie. And then we have slavers. Now, you might be going, who's slavers? Like, who are the slavers? And it's guys who, well, they enslave people, they sell the slaves on. You can see they're a little bit more set up, they're a little bit more cramped. We've got some villagers here and stuff. And I'll show you the kits, because the kits are kind of what brings it all together. But I'll show you that after I show you everyone's base. But you can see this. There's, well, it's nice enough, but it's clearly built to like host slaves or keep something contained. Unlike this place where it's all open, it's all bustling trade. Think like the market of like any sort of sci-fi film in space. Like think markets in Star Wars or even like some places in Doctor Who and stuff like that. Then we have the mutant space. Mutants are the only guys with pipe work because they're the only guys who can get underwater. They have a drowning chamber. This was back before the water fix, so there's actually no water in the cages, which is quite interesting. They have kind of their housing that's very economical. It's on top of each other. There are not many of them, as you can see. There are not many of them. Um, it's really, really just a built for purpose sort of build. They're very logical people. You know, they have their houses in here and down here. They really do use the space. But you can also see there's no way in. Now, for people who haven't seen the movie, people who are a mutant, they can breathe underwater. And they've kind of they've evolved from like humans into these kind of, they have gills and stuff like that, web feet, but they're primarily human. So the way they get in and out is through a tube. So they get into their base by kind of going underneath it, which protects from invaders, or partially. So we have that. Now it's time to show you guys the kit to incentivize. It's kind of, the kits really do just incentivize ways of play. If you've seen the last video, you basically understand the kits. But I'll show you them again. So we all have blocks representing them. That's fine. We don't need to focus on that too much, to be honest. We have our bedrock box up here where everyone drops in from, and this is where we have the kits. So because I love the movie so much, obviously I know the name of their currency, chits, and this is the trader box. So you can see trader box, so this, everyone gets this, right? And so we'll ignore that. So they get 50 chits, lots of money. Traders obviously need stuff to trade with. Soul sand, nether wart, brewing stand, dirt, seed, sapling. Now, you see this, they have one sapling, one seed, one bit of dirt. So they need to choose what they want to do with that. It's very interesting. I like the way that dynamic plays. You either go food or building materials. You already have building materials, you don't already have food. So it is something that you might go, oh, actually I want food. But they'll be able to grow food easily, right? So they don't have any reason to really go out and explore. And in revived versions, we actually give them about 6 fish, cooked fish. So that's fine. Pop you back in there. So we've seen that, and then we have the trader. So there's actually another class, and that's really just, you don't go anywhere. You don't really stay in the base. You don't, you're solely out there drifting. You're a drifter, sorry, not trader. So you have a boat, you have a fishing rod, you have arrows, you have cooked fish, you have a decent amount of money, you have a bow, you have blaze powder to, brew stuff, but you don't have any brewing like stations or that, so you're gonna have to trade and stuff with that. And you also have.
My phone died, so I switched over to my PC.
It's okay, it's okay. You can go back a bit if you want to see the rest of the kit stuff, or you can watch it in post. So we have acacia wood as well, because that's their kind of building type. Everyone really has sort of like their own like wood to build with, so it kind of tells a story indirectly. Now, here's the slavers. So you can see how this is slowly building an economy. These guys have a lot of buying power and they can grow stuff. These guys are the only guys with fishing rods, so they're able to, source fish and other types of loot, and they can actually eventually get more fishing rods that they can sell on. Now, here, these are the slavers. Now, you'll see a core difference here. They have spawn eggs and emeralds. They get resources from villagers, and they're incentivized to breed the villagers. way different from everyone else's. In the revived version, we'd obviously provide with free beds to allow them to breed their villagers. They also have blaze powder. And they have more chits than the drifter, but they have less chits than the trader. And the reason for that is slavery is lucrative, but it's not as lucrative as being the sole merchants. So that's kind of their sort of build explained. Very simple, but it works really well as a dynamic. And once we get proper crossplay, and I can log on to Xbox Live without crashing my PS4, we will do a playthrough on this world with people from the server. And then we have the smokers. Now, you'll see this. This is really interesting. Smokers, everything here, war. Everything. You got an infinity bow. You got splash potions of harming. Enough to do some serious, serious damage. Building materials. Obviously, a lot of blaze powder so they can actually brew more of this stuff. And some chits. And look, they don't have any sort of food or any sort of way to kind of reproduce anything. They have no way of getting resources. Every other group does. The slavers can breed villagers. The traders can grow stuff. The drifters, they can fish. You know, smokers not so much because they're incentivized to raid. And then where is? That's very odd. There's no mutant kit. There should be a mutant kit, but that's fine. No, we'll make it on stream. Right, where are my shulker boxes? Here we are. We'll go green. And what we want is, so they are, I remember, I think we gave them leather armor. Because they're a little bit stronger than humans. So we'll put that in here. Leather armor. They're not a warring people, but I think it would make sense to give them tridents. What we'll actually do is we'll take away that leather helmet. And we'll take this. And actually, conduit. There we go. Not 64. Conduit. And then what we'll also do is we'll do a stack of both, which is quite a bit. What we'll actually do is we'll do a stack in total, but not quite. There we go. So they can actually build their sort of prismarine stuff. So that's fine. What also do we want to do? We want their building material, which I believe in this build is jungle. But we'll double check. So we'll, oh, that's not jungle. What is that? No, it is jungle. I don't know why I did that, because I'm going to need a stack anyway. So, these guys are very, very, very proficient in water. as you can probably imagine. So what we'll do is we'll grab this, and we want them to be kind of this force to be reckoned with. But also the idea is when you're playing this, you've also got. I'm not gonna make you roleplay in like totally, because that's lame, and I'm not gonna have you do that. But if you are playing this, I do advise that you kind of, if you're not a mutant, treat them badly, which sounds bad, but it otherwise they're far too OP. You want to be giving them bad trades and stuff like that. And we give them this. What else do we need to give them? No, what? Oh, not that. Let's mix this up and let's give them a crossbow with 4 arrows. We don't want too many. 4 arrows. Totems are too OP. Right, we need the core items as well, so we'll need this. E-chest, but I also want to see if we... No, enchantment table's too OP. They do need dirt though. But we'll grab this here while we're here. So we're going to give them 10 dirt, because if they're able to get to the bottom of the ground, they're able to get dirt. So it makes sense. If you have any class ideas as well, like other faction ideas, hit me with them, because they are quite useful. Is this alphabetical? Not quite. That's fine.
What's going on here?
So we're developing Waterworld, which is basically a class-based factions. I guess we could call it factions. It's not quite though. It's a world where you basically
I know
you can
what
do whatever you want.
Waterworld is, Pap.
All right, okay, sorry.
Foul.
I didn't realize who it was, so I'm just explaining it the way it is. And then there was something else I gave everyone. This. Wait. Right. Let's see. Building blocks. Yeah. So that's all it was. Right. That's fine.
I was more asking what you were working now.
So turns out there was no mutants sort of class or well gear. So I thought, you know what, we'll actually, you know what we'll do, right? So there's obviously going to be like a limited population of mutants because they're mutants. So because we're gonna have this as an open world and like anyone can play, this is exactly how many mutants there can be, and that's it. No more, no less. Well, there can be less actually, but that's all there is going to be. If that makes sense. So when we are able to have more people play, that's the limit of mutants, and that's the limit of traders. Drifters. That's the limit of slavers, and that's the limit of smokers. Have I used the same? Ah. Who is this? Oh, we already have them. Why did I... What's my problem? Listen, know what? Who says we can't have a varied kit? You should know I have a newborn child and I'm not getting much sleep. So...
A lot of things, but we won't get into that. Smile.
That's all it is lack of sleep. Anyway, we've got both of these, so that's fine. So I think that's us. I think I really want to play this with some folk. How many of y'all have PS4?
Just blame the innocent child.
Yes, yes. I think that's probably best, just to blame the child. What we will do is I'm going to see if I can log into my Microsoft account without crashing my Xbox. It might do that.
Brother, I'm an Xbox guy.
Yeah, sorry, my PS4, sorry. So if I don't crash my PS4, I will, I'll be able to do crossplay, so you'll be able to play with me anyway. And it'll just be my PAP account, so if you see me online, you'll be able to join, if that makes sense. So we'll wait for this to load up. I'll try and log on. It might crash my PS4 if that's the case. Like, subscribe, do all that jazz, and I'm sorry. But we'll give this a go right now. Oh, no what? I can't be bothered. If it's gonna make me do all of that, we can do it later. I'll try get this set up. And once I get this set up, we will be able to, we'll be able to have some folk join and do some stuff. Until then, though, I'm not gonna do anything because it'd just be tiring and it's effort that I can't be bothered expressing, to be honest. But I want to see if this works. So I'd need to sign in, won't I? Yeah, I will. That's fine. Right, so in that case, Waterworld 3.0, sometime this week, we will hopefully have a stream where you guys can play with us. Hopefully a few, actually, so I can play as well. Maybe a Friday, maybe this Friday we could do it as well. That's if I'm able to log in without crashing the PS4, which is possible, hopefully. That being said, my PS4 does tend to crash when you log in. Well, everyone's PS4 tends to crash when you try and log into your Microsoft account. If you are having that problem, there's a video on my channel showing you how to fix it. The crash essentially makes Minecraft unplayable, so it's something that I'd advise you look into because it's definitely a shout. That being said, it looks like my storage is like racking up, so I want to see what else there is. Anarchy Survival.
Sony telling you to
Waterworld.
stay TF off Microsoft.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it feels, man. That's genuinely how it feels. Sky Village is cool, but it kills everything. You could go Sky Village, but then again, no. War Games is so disappointing. Flat modded PS4, flat modded PS4, adventure map, theme park. Warring, right? So Warring isn't the War Games. This is the one that I thought War Games was. But we will check that out at a later date. I'll leave you hanging. That's what I'll do. I'll leave you hanging and we can check it out on another stream at some point.